Well, the summer humidity has abated, the roof is open, and it's time for football at NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here we go. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 3 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Henry runs over him. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards to pick up there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans are going the first of their timeouts as they stop with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And some strong running. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third and 3. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start, because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now third down and 7. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mixing up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And Stroud now to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud.
It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, that's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from the link. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. He's going to air one out right away. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have enough there for the 1st down, taking up to the 43-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. He's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stroud. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to... So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players.
Yes.
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Texans are going to take over with their eyes on the end zone. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. From the red zone now. He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And they pick it up. Still got a chance at a touchdown. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Complete to Dell. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know, Kid, you have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This one's caught. And in for the Houston touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. They will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. finding Collins. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans need only one to take the lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. First down, Stroud. Flush down now to his left. Thrown on the run, deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Throwing now from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. They're out and set, first and 10. Now it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Stroud throwing here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Damian Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And this is a nice gain. That stopped at the 47. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Houston.
This time it's a passing play. Completed to Collins. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stroud off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
It's a gain of 4. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Brought in close to the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
No doubt. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Called in left side. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first. Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Put the body on the line for his team. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass caught by Mixon. No one around. He's got space. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie us up 28-all. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans losing by 7. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stroud. Chased out to his right. A bit of desperate. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Here he is to throw. Pass is cut at the 9. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and that sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Escapes out to the left. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Looking to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Final timeout called by the Texans. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So it's a win for the Texans. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Keyword and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.